Hello everybody, welcome back. Once again playing Final Fantasy 14, because, you know, I have a subscription, so I figure, why not play it? You may notice that I changed my appearance once again back to what it was originally. It's weird, I was playing as a Lalafell my last stream, or my last two streams, and I was coming across videos and like it was okay, so I'm non-binary, so whenever the characters would like call my character a man, I was like, because like I looked at the Lalafell as if it was a non-binary character, because it was so reminiscent of like me, my spirit. But then I don't know, it like created like this thing in me that I was just like, no, I don't like this. So I ended up just changing it back to what it was originally, because it like fits more in with like it feels canon to me. Let me just put it that way. It just feels canon. Like this appearance feels canon. So I'm just going with it. And yes, this character will still be regarded as a man, but like it's different because I don't feel like this character represents me necessarily. I feel like it's like lore specific. And I don't know. It makes me feel better, so I'm just going with it. So, if you've been following the streams, so all of my previous streams have been kind of in pretty low quality, and this one I think is still not in the best quality, but, it's in better quality than my previous streams because, my PS4 Pro was outputting videos at, well, trying to output videos at 1080p, and my bandwidth can't really do that, so I moved it down to 720p to try to have a little bit more bearable visual quality on the video. So this is my first stream. I think that like it looks decently. It still will have some errors while my character's moving or the camera's moving, but it looks better. Just trust me. If you watch the rest of my videos, you see it looks a little better. So, you're welcome. It's good to see you up and about again, Averstrom. Tell me, did you pay the Elder Seed Seer a visit as I bade? Appointed personal envoy? Now you are to bear the Elder Seed Seer's missive to our allies. Well, seems you've made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless and hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. I find myself praising you often of late. The mother is truly proud of you. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us. And that, my lad, is some compliment. But I flatter to you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Note, now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky's quite literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the two other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Lim-Salo-Minsa, City of Pirates, and Ul'Dor, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourselves with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser trodden region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow, beyond man's ken. It's a veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. Welcome to my stream! Is it you, kid? Is it you? I don't know who it is, but if it's you, let yourself be known. Mind you, it won't all be fun and games. Each nation faced its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals. So don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd unsavory situation on your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident that you will pull through and emerge stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea, Aethystrom. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. Yay! Alright, finally, we get to go to another land. Let's do it. Forget which one I'm going to first. Probably Ul'dah? Nope, Limsa. Greetings, good sir. This is the reservation counter for Limsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Aethystrom plays the Elder Seedseer's personal envoy? We at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Sure will. Okay, let's go. I like the design of the airships. They're cute. They make me think of Yoshitaka Amano's artwork. That's how I always feel about attention all passengers. The airship bound for Limsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. I always feel like world stuff is like design. It looks like it's like very much inspired and designed by like Yoshitaka Amano's artwork. But like character designs, I know are like always typically designed by Tetsuya Nomura. So it's like, I don't know. It always creates this like interesting look. Bye. Bye. Farewell, Aethystrom. One day minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. How interesting though that like I saw Ida and Papalymo at one point waving, but then when the video came back, they weren't there anymore. Alright, we've got Darth Vader here.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
How interesting. There's like stuff that they added into the story that I didn't see the first time I played through this beginning stuff.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Very much foreshadowing.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartener. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
Interesting.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
So before, like, I've seen the character before, but I never saw him, like, without his mask at this point of the game. Like, it was like, his face was revealed much later. So that's very interesting. Whoever you are, if you'd like to say anything in the chat, I am more than welcome, or more than open to allowing feedback on whatever I'm playing or anything like that. So, and I like to talk, so if you have anything you want to say to me, you can. Alright, it looks like all the blue quests are for class quests, so the only thing I have to do right now is do the story quest, which, how do I get out of here? Oh, you must be the envoy from Gidania. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, my lord. Admiral, Lofswin awaits your arrival. Goodness, the names in this game. You are the Gridanian envoy. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak to Zamthael. He will be pleased to show you in to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Alright, will do. Greetings, sir. Welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please, step this way.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the elder Seatsia would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
That name, though. Melvib Blofiswin. A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Gallian Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garmald was not content to wager on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. The goddess Nael von Darnes, Hel's taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to Karchno Flats, and there met with the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Karchno, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not 1 ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an eighth hail of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few of us among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and a still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis Swarf still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggles to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth the damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Kane Sena has the right of it. I accept a proposal. Yay! Good job, Melvib. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel next to Uldal, yes? Pray give my regards to General Ravon. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Averstrom. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. She is stern, but nice. I like her. Gotta go back to the airship landing. You know, while I'm here, I'm going to attune to things. Just to make things easier for me. So, right. What in the world? My character. Oh gosh, that was funny. Can't wait to start looking cool. I look so uncool. No, there's one over here. Okay. It's literally been so long since I played the game that like I never know exactly where these Aetherite shards are. I know where some are, so I need to look at the map a few times. Arcanist Guild, wonderful. I used to love that class. Used to love it. Used to being the operative words. Let's see. There's one down there. So let's go down there. I think that's the only other one on this floor, yeah, so then after this it's to the upper decks, and then we're all good. in preparation for actually being able to start doing dungeons, I attached my keyboard to my PS4, so I will be able to type quicker than otherwise. It's almost impossible to use the PS4 controller to do any kind of typing. It's so slow. I'm not exactly a really fast typer though. You know, I pick and peck at the keyboard, so I'm not like the best typer like some people, but I did take keyboarding classes when I was in school, but I kept cheating. I kept lifting up the thing that was on the keyboard and just being like, no, I want to look at the keys. Oh wait, no, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Either. I am one with the crystal. Okay, there's one up there, one down there. And I think that's it. Yep. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I'm just in a daze, I guess. I didn't wake up too long before I started doing this, so maybe I'm just not all there yet. Look at this Lancer. Oh my gosh. The Lancer class and the Dragoon class, I do not like playing as them because it's so easy to accidentally kill yourself with that class. I swear. Alright, I attuned to them all. So now I just have to go up to the I'm just gonna call it the airport. I'm gonna go to the airport. The airship landing, is what it's called. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Ul'dah? I am. Take me to your desert land. The Gangplank. I don't think like when I last played the game they had a name for the airship that takes you from place to place, but it's called the Gangplank. Or Gangplank. I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. The Gangplank. Oh, in other Final Fantasy news, you know the character, uh, Kate Sith in Final Fantasy VII? Well, I recently found out that, like, it's a Gaelic name, and it's actually pronounced something like, this isn't exactly right, I just saw it in somebody's, like, typing, but, like, it's pronounced something like Ketchi, or something like that. And I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? No way. Oh, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Uldal, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Cool. I like the Flame General. It's cool. Welcome to Uldal, sir. We have been expecting you. Flame General Raban will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Okay. Must be nighttime here. I say that because the song changes depending on if it's daytime or nighttime. It sounds like nighttime. Oh, turning to the Aethernets here is going to be a pain in the butt. It always has been. Because they're so spread out and all over the place. Which is good for Aethernet travel, but bad for attuning to them. Ugh. Look, this person's got a tomato with them. This person has a turtle. Yay, turtle. A Gridanian envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. Oh yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartino. I remember bloody Cartino. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer? When we took the field against the Garleans. So my counterparts have educated you. Oh, trust Merylwyn to make light of our wolf problem. Women always did have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solistos Scalvus. These names. They swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabard to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius von Belzar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear he would fall like so many others before us, and not only Uldal, but Gridania, Nimso, Luminsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm-divided adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Gallians stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Colnay will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and thus indicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, airships. Good. All good. Okay. Oh, my Lord Envoy. I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Well, good. I will offer my services, and Baderon will be pleased. Oh, this place with its winding corridors. I am now going to attune to the 8th rite, so this will take a little bit. But I think it probably takes just as long as it took in Limsa. It just feels like it's more effort because I have to maneuver through winding corridors. But okay, gotta go down to Merchant Strip. Maybe it'd be better go down to the Steps of Nald. Nah, I think there's teleports in both places, so yeah, there are. So either one, honestly. Okay, there's one over here. I used to be so acquainted with these places. Like, I used to, like, know these places like the back of my hand. And now I've just forgotten it all. It's kind of sad. It's almost like coming back to Duolingo after, like, a really long time. You don't remember what you've learned. Which reminds me, I've got to do that today, too. Alright, Miners Guild. Love the crafting classes in this game, but I tend to only do them when I'm like done with like current story stuff or class stuff, which is gonna take some time. Is that the... Yeah, that's the Red Mage quest. Forgot that you have to be level 50 in order to pick up the Red Mage quest. So I will be this class for quite some time. And even then, like, I'm not planning on, like, main Red Mage at any time because it's a DPS class and that just means it's going to be longer for me to get into dungeons. So, they are planning on changing that though. With the 7.0 release, which, like I said in one of my earlier streams, is likely to come in like, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, maybe more possibly, I don't know. But like there's no official release date on it. But they've got to get through all of the patch content for Endwalker first before they do the next expansion, which would be 7.0. But in 7.0, like I was starting to ramble, but in 7.0 they plan on making it so that you can do dungeons with computer allies instead of having to queue up all the time. So that would be really cool. And yes, you do like lose something a little bit when like you play only with computer allies all the time, but sometimes you don't want to wait for those queue times, like especially if you're playing DPS. I think if I was playing DPS and they had the option for computer allies, I would do that. But if I'm playing healer or tank, I would definitely just go with the regular stuff because it doesn't take long for a healer or tank to get into dungeons. Which is one of the reasons why I chose healer at the beginning of my stuff here. I mean, that and it's just my best class. I'm just the best at the healer, so. But the first dungeon kind of limits what you're able to do. So, like, don't make fun of me if I'm falling apart on the first dungeon. Like, you have limited, like, really limited spells and stuff to use. And, like, if people don't realize that, they can make the game so much harder for you. Like, I think I've only got, like, Cure 1. For healing in the first dungeon, and Cure 1 is fine and all, but if people like decide to like pull a lot of enemies and you're not ready for it, and like you just have Cure 1, they're likely going to blame you. that's part of the burden of the healer is you get blamed for a lot of stuff if things go wrong. Okay, let's go to the airship landing. Where do I go? Go to this person? Yeah. I don't know what it would have done if I didn't have 120 gil. So I picked up, before I started the stream, I went to go pick up my mail. I have like a lot of veteran rewards for this account because I've been subscribed in the past to this game for like 420 days. and like because of that I had like a bunch of mail like rewards and stuff. So I have equipment pieces that I could equip that would give me like the appearance of I think one set gives me the appearance of Squall. Another one gives me the appearance of Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. Squall's from Final Fantasy VIII, if you don't know. But I also picked up I picked up a Fantasia vial, which allows you to change your appearance. So that's why I went back to this character. But I also picked up a mount, and I don't know if I'm able to use that mount yet or not. I don't think that I'm able to use it yet, but I will try it out when I get out of town. We'll see. It'd be cool if I could, cause I like mounts. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in... Oh, I'm Baderon, alright? Who's asking? Oh, heard I've got a job for a capable venturer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill ye in on the details. No. Oh, I've got to do it. I think I've got to do it, but it's gonna give me a hat. I hate hats. Oh my gosh, I look like a Sith. No. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. You know what? I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it. It's too much for me. I don't know this accent. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sestasha Seagrot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north to Elport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's pet pirate paid us an unwelcome visit, and folks are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I would be... Oh, it's somebody else. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Ailport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sestasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kuals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sestasha again. But, with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sestasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Sorry about that. I have the window open, and you might have noticed because there's birds. But I have the window open, and the trash men just the truck just came by, and it just was like, it's angry. Okay, so Sastasha is actually the first dungeon of the game, which is exciting, sort of. Exciting for the stream, but I'll say that. Let's see, go to Bulwark Hall. So, now we have a direction on our minimap. Let's see, it's down over by the Fisherman's Guild. So let's just teleport there. You hear about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Elport. Once you arrive in Western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Road. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Elport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Okay, then take me. Oh, okay. This ferry is bound for Elport. Are you riding with us? I am riding off too. Probably pirates. I love the names for some of these quests. So it's like, yeah, probably. Wait, so that's interesting. This quest used to never like force you to go to the Hall of the Novice for this stuff, but I guess they do that now. Interesting. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Sea Ground. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we have here at the Hall of the Novice. Here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. Oh, okay. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of experience. When you have mastered all of our reports, all that our masters have to teach, then, I don't know, why did I say report? Then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. I think that might be a woman. Oh, okay. Well, well, the mantle of adventurer does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings in its own rewards, you haven't truly adventured until you've delved into some darkened dungeons, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lie hidden across the realm, and these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies. And such advice holds true for many a formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from how one fights alone. Thus did we construct the Hall of the Novice, where we endeavored to prepare you for those differences. Here, within these walls, we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skills you need for the morrow. Okay, Hall of the Novice, let's do it. I think you get like a reward for doing it, so let's just go ahead and do it. Do I have your full attention? Then let us proceed. This training exercise focuses on evasion. An enemy often tips his hand before a big attack, so you must learn when to adjust your position. Success hinges upon your ability to avoid being struck. Any questions? We can begin as soon as you're ready. The preparations are complete then. Yep, they sure are. Forget, is this the battle music for 5 or Very nice, you're doing wonderfully. I might switch to a new technique. Better change your dance steps. Very nice, you're doing wonderfully. Now it's my turn. I'll teach you not to ignore a ranged opponent. Very nice, you're doing wonderfully. I'm just not gonna say that anymore. Now you must evade both attackers at once. Think you can dodge us both? Let go of me. Okay, there you go. Stay focused, the exercise nears its end. Congratulations, the exercise is complete. Come see me for your reward. Good show. Learning to avoid the obvious attacks is a skill all adventurers need. Those who insist on standing still won't long survive the profession. And speaking of survival, perfecting each of my lessons will earn you a piece of equipment to aid you in your chosen role. Should you decide you'd like to have a more versatile wardrobe, simply repeat this same lesson with the other masters to receive armor suited to their specialties. That's all for now. I hope this lesson will serve you well in your adventures. Sweet. You're gonna give me new equipment. Heal an ally. Do I have your full attention? Let us proceed. When it comes to your place in a party, you are the soothing wind of restoration. As such, rather than engaging the enemy directly, your primary role is to focus upon the mending of wounds. With the support of your diligent healing, your party will prevail against even the most savage of foes. Now that you understand what is expected of you, we can continue with the lesson. The upcoming exercise requires that you keep your ally healed. Provide support, defeat the enemy, and victory will be yours. Any questions? We can begin as soon as you're ready. Let's do it. Training exercise is now underway. Your primary concern should be healing your ally. This is my primary concern, I can tell you. Your ally is faltering. You must cast Cure and swiftly. When you've healed all there is to heal, there may be time to keep an eye on your companion. Should not be blasting if someone is bleeding. Yeah, I know. One of the rules of a healer is that you should always be helping with DPS. When people's health are above a certain level. I always wait until people get down to half health, and then I start healing them. But other than that, like, you should never be trying to, like, constantly top off people's HP. That's like, that just puts a damper on your DPS, and a lot of people will look down on you if you're not putting out enough DPS even as a healer. So. Except for, like, in later dungeons, because, like, later dungeons, you're constantly having to heal people no matter what, so. Well done. A focused healer is a boon to any party. Even when it's safe to attack, always keep one eye on your allies' health. That's all for now. I hope this lesson will serve you well in your adventures. I will take those boots. I wonder if this equipment is actually going to be, stronger than what I have. Yep, looks like it. Looks like a Sith Lord. Okay. Uh-oh. It got unlinked? They make this so difficult to, like, keep your portrait up to date. That's so sad. Okay. Hopefully they give me a new chest piece so I don't have to have this hood on all the time. I think they will, though. I think. In this next exercise, you will be healing multiple allies. Battle is chaotic, and you must needs learn flexibility. Thus, you will find yourself in a scenario in which sudden reinforcements threaten your party. You will need to stay alert and switch your attention between allies as the situation demands. Provide support, defeat the enemy, and victory will be yours. Let's do it. Focus your attention on the well-being of your companions. efficiency exercise is complete. Spreading one's heals amongst many can be a trying task. To succeed in your role, however, you must learn to quickly assess who is most in need of mending. That's all for now. I hope this lesson will serve you well in your adventures. That was actually more difficult than what dungeons will typically be, if you have a good tank. That tank that I was fighting alongside wasn't really tanking because he wasn't taking the aggro from the other enemies. So the DPS character was just getting annihilated while he was just like, focus on one enemy. Let's hope that doesn't happen. For this exercise, you will learn to heal whilst avoiding harm. As before, you must watch for signs you are being attacked. Move swiftly, time your cast to avoid interruption. Success will be a matter of combining lessons already learned. Provide support, defeat the enemy, and victory will be yours. I do not have any questions. Just let me die. Avoid enemy attacks and heal your allies. If you are hit 5 times, we shall start again from the beginning. Well done. Slippery as an eel novice. Not bad, Let's dodge this. Then clear of your companions. An attack that targets you attacks your companions. Okay. Fine. Just steer clear of them. This is the worst tank. This is not how a dungeon should be. The healer should not be targeted all the time. Maybe it's just like preparing you for like later dungeons when like it literally like, well, okay, I can see how these prepare you for like boss encounters, because bosses typically don't really, well, no, they do still get pulled with aggro. There are some that don't though, and they're usually much later in the game. Nice footwork. Be wary of those foes cunning enough to target the source of healing. That's all for now. I hope this lesson will serve you well in your adventures. I'm still not done? Okay. Oh wait, it's the final exercise. Well, good. Oh, look, doesn't he look nice? Okay, that's awesome. Kinda don't like how he looks in this portrait with, like, that, with that specific outfit on, though. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna put like too much effort into that. There. Alright, final lesson. Now we come to the final exercise. As the culmination of your training, all the skills you've acquired will be put to the test. Put your lessons into practice and you'll do just fine. You can begin as soon as you're ready. The exercise training is now away. As always, healing is your primary concern. Attack only when it is safe to do so. I guess they intentionally give you bad paint so that you have to spread your heals among people. They're like, this is training for when you have a bad paint. Now the battle becomes interesting. You'll need to watch your positioning here. Avoid your AoEs like a pro. I must be pro. The last opponent looms. This one packs a wallop. So stay on your toes. That might be it. Oh, I didn't. Okay, cool. Also, another thing that tanks are supposed to do is stay out of AoE. Like, don't make things harder for the healer just because you can. And this is the hype. Be sure your allies survive the battle. Congratulations, the exercise is complete. Come see me for your reward. I ain't no novice. I ain't no novice. I knew you were ready for the challenge. Here, I bestow this gift upon all who complete my training course. You used to be able to get this reward like right at the beginning of the game. They never made it so that you couldn't do this novice stuff until now. Like they used to like say right after talking to Mama Mio for the first time, you could go to the smith that was right next to her and start the training exercises, and then you would get this ring, the brand new ring, and that brand new ring makes it so that you gain more experience up to level 30, which is nice. But because you get it now, it's so much less useful now because I'm already level 20 now. But I guess I'll put it on. You know, I'm thankful for it, I guess. Ah, splendid. I see you have mastered the lessons of the hall. Henceforth you are a novice no longer. Believe me, my friend, there is no greater thrill than striving alongside like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gained in the Hall of the Novice serve you well on your adventures. Great. Alright, so now we go to Sistasha, and I get to do my first dungeon. I wonder why the healer robes are so dark, though. Like, why by default are they dark? I look like I'm a black mage. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. Can't take any more of this blasted waiting. Oh, you are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out of Sistasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. That's right, Sistasha. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, this is just explanation of dungeons. No. Wait, did they already do it? You may challenge a dungeon via two different methods, by calling upon the support of trusty NPCs, or by pulling your talent with other players. Be they best friend or first acquaintance, no matter how you form your party, the trials that await you will be comparable in difficulty and experience. By choosing duty support when accessing the entrance of any applicable dungeon. So it's only certain dungeons right now. Okay. That's neat. I might try it out for this first dungeon, if it's applicable for this dungeon. It might still just be applicable for later game content, but we'll see. Don't let completion deter you from challenging your favorite duties again. Simply open duty support to play through the dungeons you've cleared, or use the duty finder to do the same dungeons with dungeons not yet supported by the NPC system. No matter your craving, you're guaranteed to find an adventure to safety. Satisfying. Okay. I understand what I must do. Okay. Let me check this. So you can. That's really neat. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with this one. Eager Marauder, Eager Thaumaturge, Eager Lancer. I wonder how many dungeons have this system already put in place. That's really, honestly, really exciting. Because that means that if I want to, I don't have to stick with White Mage. I can do Red Mage, depending on how many dungeons have this. I might look this up later, just to find out how many dungeons have this already set in place. Alright, here goes nothing. Here we go. Okay. Well, I might make the party a little bigger. The party system in the top left corner. Is this music new? Oh my gosh. Sounds epic. Okay, no, I recognize the music. Okay. You find a blood-stained scrap of parchment with a message scrawled upon it in faded ink. The captain likes his cabbage green. You know what? I don't know. Maybe for story content I should. If all the story content has this, then like that would be great, because it lets you actually take time to examine things. Players don't usually let you. They usually will just like run along as much as they can, but like then like skip stuff. Let's do it. So yeah, you see how what I mean about like how the tank always like takes the aggro of like all the enemies. Like that's what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. Got a pretty good tank here. Some people consider tanks who take one enemy group at a time to be not that great of tanks, but personally, like even though it makes dungeons take a little longer, I personally like I think it's nice. I think it's nice to like do that for like the healer's sake, because usually when people don't do that, it makes the job a lot harder for the healer. But then if people like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think of the healer as like it is a job, obviously, but like the job difficulty of the healer is completely, entirely dependent on what everybody else does. So, like it could be a really easy healer job, or it could be incredibly difficult, and it just really depends on what the allies do. The only issue I'm having with the NPC system right here is that if I get too close to an enemy, and like my allies follow me, so like, but if I get too close to an enemy, the enemies are going to target me first. And I don't like that the NPCs, like even the tank, follows me. I wish the tank would like stay in front of me. But I know that's not possible because it's just an NPC. It's not going to try to lead me to the dungeon. Which is why it's probably best to do these NPC dungeons as a tank. But, I don't know, it's still fun. It's not like it's unbearable, I just have to like, kind of like make sure my speed isn't like, too far above everybody else's so that my tank can actually use his tank skills. So these giant clams are invulnerable when they are closed, but they are also the source of these seekers, so that's why I keep trying to like attack those first. Stupid giant clams. See what I mean? Like since I walked ahead, I got attacked, but my allies followed me, so... Now, this is the part where that thing that I read comes into play. It said that the captain likes his cabbage green, something like that. So I'm going to touch the green coral formation. And so there's a switch. Otherwise, if you touch the others, I think enemies pop up, so you don't need to fight it. So. This enemy shows up no matter what. His name's Chopper. Did he always have that name? I know he's a coral, but like, did he always have the name Chopper? I'm gonna stop being surprised by everything because I might be just not remembering stuff. Did you really just use a limit break? Oh well. I didn't realize these allies were going to use limit breaks. One good thing about doing this NPC stuff is that when you find treasures in these dungeons, see, when you're doing it with other players, you have to vote on who gets the treasure. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say it sucks. I mean, it's an MMO and there's treasure and only one person can get it, so. But yeah, like that's just how it works. But when you do it with NPC allies, you don't have to worry about that. You just get the treasure. Alright, so when you see like these little purple veil things, it means that there's a boss area. So like, that chopper was like a little boss, this is also going to be a little boss. How would you find this place? What? Batten down the hatches, batten down the hatches. Try and catch me, a two-legged lover. Okay, I might have to just focus on healing right now, because that's a lot of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to, like, do too much here. Probably use arrow, that's still safe. Maybe. I was doing that and got so low. He's a very nice tank, though. But I don't know, as healer, I probably should try to stay off of the NPC stuff here. That's what I'm feeling anyway. To the abyss with you. Uh-oh. My eager lancer is taking some damage. I think doing it with NPCs as a healer makes the game like pretty easy, is what it feels like. Whereas if I was doing this with human players, I would kind of see a bit more challenge, which, I don't know, makes it a little bit more fun, I guess. So that's just what I'm gonna do. But if I am ever playing as DPS for any reason, I'm definitely gonna have this in mind. I recognize that there were other people in this place before. Swallowfell. I'm not one of them, I swear. You know what, maybe even if I was playing as a tank, I might consider this. Because, one of the things that I don't like about playing as tank is that, people always expect you to, like, lead them, and they want you to lead them quickly. Like, there's a lot of expectations put on tanks that are more about navigating through the places. And I'm not always the best at navigating. So, I might consider NPC allies if I was doing that. But healing, I think healing specifically should not be with NPC allies. That's what it feels. Because I have to move slower. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could just like toggle through them with my left and right on the D-pad, so it's probably gonna happen. Just relearning this game basically. That's what it is. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. good? Might you consider a party? Party, party. Squawk. What's in here? I've never been in here before. Nothing. Okay. Wonderful. You know what? Actually, oh, well, they already did it. I might go back and actually check something out because I think there's a place that I didn't go to in this place. Specifically in this dungeon, there's like an easy to miss place. Go back real quick. I mean, I'm in this thing where like I'm just with NPCs, so it's no big deal. Normally it would be a big deal to go all the way back here for little to no reason, but I want to go into this place just to like make sure I 100% the map. I don't think that's it. I think it's over here. Let me look at my map. Oh, no, it's over there. Okay. It's like supposed to be this big room with a bunch of slaves in it. Oh, wait, maybe that's not it either. I guess I don't really need to go in there. Is it over this way? Yeah, I think that's it, the whole... Go get this treasure. Sweet. Nope. Okay. So there is a timer on like how long you can be in certain in like, well, any dungeon really. I think it's 90. Whoa. What are they all attacking over there? Oh, I think they're just fighting amongst themselves. Whoops. Okay. I didn't really need to do this then. So, up and down targets your allies, left and right targets enemies. It's really convenient to like just be able to just stand in one place and go. Yeah, so when you do this dungeon with like allies that are not NPCs, you will like never be going into these places, even though they have treasure. People tend to people tend to do dungeons not for the treasure that's in the dungeons, but for the experience of the dungeon. So, and you only get the experience of the dungeon once you like finish the dungeon. So people just try to like finish as soon as possible. I think that's all the places in this. I don't know. I could have sworn there was something else. Oh wait. I think it might be one of these doors back here. Oh, whatever. It's not that important anyway. I'm not gonna spend forever into Stasha, of all things. Take the women alive. What? Whoops. That was great. So, luckily I do have a raise, so I mean, if ever the tank did die, I could raise them. But like, the issue with like letting the tank die at any given point is that in the time it takes for you to cast raise, every single enemy that tank is fighting is going to be targeting everybody else. So it's not ever like yeah, it's there if you need it, but like people try to stay away from letting the tank ever die. You sully our spawning ground, Shorewalker! Finish, fools! The Lord of the World shall sup upon your souls. So intimidating. Hey. I think I may just have to let some time. Basically, if you don't like calm the unnatural ripples around the field, enemies will spawn outside of them, which is annoying, but like it is part of the battle, and I'll just let it happen. Because most people, especially when you're playing with player allies, we just try to kill the Orchid before they like show up, or like as soon as they show up, like this. Yay, I leveled up. Aww, the NPC allies congratulate you. That's so cute. They just kind of stand there. Wait, hold on. There's 4 oh wait, who's this guy though? I don't know, there's 4 of them. Maybe one of them's this person's a healer, and I guess they show up no matter... Okay, so these are the 4 NPC allies that will join you on stuff. That's cool. It's cool, I like it. I like it a lot. Let me see if those are good. The hat is. What does the hat look like? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Alright, that's the Stasha done. Wonderful. First dungeon down. I have stuff above my head here. Actually, it's like right where the video cuts off. It's a shelf. Alright, going back to the drowning winch. Let me see if I can actually use that mount. Hold on. No, I'm not authorized to summon anything. Ugh. See, it's a ship. It's a falcon ship, and it's cute. I like it, but can't summon it yet. Okay. Actually, I should probably just teleport to Limsa Lumensa. So, I don't really care about spending money on teleports. It's just a thing you have to do. Meh. Hi. How are you doing? Drowning winch, drowning winch. Oh, I just realized I'm singing drowning winch. Drowning winch. It's kind of morbid. Alice Nystrom hugs Lily Lovecraft with love. Aw, that's sweet. I was just reading what it says in the chat. Okay, so I'm glad I tested out the NPC thing. I think it's really cool that they already implemented something like that in certain places. But I still wish that I had done it with people, since I just realized, just as a healer, it's just not very beneficial. I wonder if I can see... No, it's only going to show me the dungeons that I currently have, so I only have one. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Oh, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sestasha? It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, on the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn, and our chance will come. You're right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend, which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Okay, sorry about that. A little bit of a mix-up on times here. Um, Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. Back then, are ye? With all your limbs and a tail to tell, I'll wager? Fishbacks. And now I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 ales. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes, and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sestasha, of course. Any roads, all well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask you for more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of a venturer, what can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. Party Finder unlocked. Party Finder is for finding like specific people to join a party together and like take on things together. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania, and that's all I know. But whatever it is you got to do, I somehow doubt it pose any problem for a venturer as survived the bedlam in Sestasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mion, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, then. Mama Mio. Alright, going to Gridania. I'm not gonna take the airship every single time we travel. That's too much. Loading, loading. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take... Oh, it's you, Avistrom. 'Tis so good to see you again. What's that? Here at Baderon's suggestion, you say? Foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Level up! Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mion, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none step forward. Good evening to you, Bolord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own man for all seasons. You certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Avistrom. Why, thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtar Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at our disposal are constantly required to keep the Excel at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every elm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. Situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Avistrom? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the guidle... may the crystal guide you and keep you. From how much I stumble on words when I'm reading stuff, I usually will combine words. Whenever I stumble, it's usually because I've accidentally read a word in the wrong place, or I've skipped a word, or I've combined two words or something. And I'm wondering if that's I don't know, some form of dyslexia or something. But it might just be that I just don't know how to read. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to go to Tamtar Deepcroft, but do I... can I pick up the next quest? I think I have only done the level 15 quest for Conjure. Let me go check. Yep, there it is. Okay, let me go pick up my next class quest then. Greetings, Avistrom. You radiate the confidence of a conjurer who neglects not his study of the elements. I confess I have no lesson for you to learn this day. Instead, I would ask that you aid me in the education of another. Yes, I speak of Sylphie. After no small amount of prompting, bordering on coercion, the child has finally promised to attempt to embrace the forces of nature. But I am afraid the matter is not so easily resolved. Sylphie has never attempted to learn the basic offensive spells that you and most other conjurers mastered before first venturing into the wild. As such, she is ill-equipped to undertake the trials which furnished you and your peers with an understanding of the elements. Put simply, she is no match for the tainted spirits of nature. But, if a more capable conjurer were to accompany her and purify the corruption in her stead, I may yet serve to impress upon her the power of the forces at work. I bid you take her on a pilgrimage around the Twelveswood and give her the opportunity to witness these confrontations firsthand. Earth, wind, water, she must know them all. Show her the majesty and primal ferocity of nature. As it was with you, let Earth be your first lesson. Sylphie awaits you at Bent Branch Meadows. Pray forgive my presumption, but I thought it best to send her on ahead while her conviction remains strong. Once you have located the patch of corrupted soil at Bent Branch, draw forth the tainted sprite, and let her witness the struggle that ensues. May the elementals aid you in this endeavor, Avistrom. Sweet. Okay. So, investigate the corrupted soil, defeat the tainted earth sprite. Where is this, though? Check. Oh, it's over next to Bent Branch. Okay, we can do that. Just teleport there. Apparently I have to go out to eat for dinner in less than an hour, so I may have to leave the stream a little bit early, but it won't be too bad. Only about 10 minutes early, I would say. But I'll be on later tonight, so... Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. I thought I was going towards the main story quest, not towards my class quest that I was... Darn, I teleported there because it was really close. Then I ruined that, huh? Okay, so it's above us over there? Oh, it's not above us anymore. Okay. There's Sylphie. Oh, I wasn't sure you'd come. You are kind to help me. I've done nothing but mock you. Well, if you're ready, the corrupted soil is just there. I promise I'll be paying attention. I didn't have to talk to her, but I wanted to. Fighting stone with stone. Very good. No, I wasn't scared. I was just a little startled, that's all. It was as if a mass of solid wrath had erupted from the ground. I've never felt anything like... I mean, never mind. We have to head to the Bannock nest. Let's get this over with. The Bannock? Well, darn. Let's go over here. See those people with like the orbs floating around them? They're doing like they're doing gathering quests for things like it's the crafting guilds. When they have those spheres around them, they're less likely to be attacked by enemies while they're doing that stuff. So, yeah. This seems to be the place. I'll be watching, so do whatever it is you do. Fighting wind with wind. Alright, sweet. God. The wind blew straight through me. Felt both gentle and sharp at the same time. I can't explain it. Is this something you can conjure? Let's be on our way. The last one is at Lilystone. My partner just gave me some crab dip. Okay, let's see. So it's way down there. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, those are the Yarzons. That's right. I'm just gonna go around them. Technically, I could just run through them because I am level 23 and they're like level 7, but I don't feel like it. I'm still gonna run into them anyway. Up, 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 up. I like how, like, there's some, they characterize it so, like, some enemies are hostile while others aren't. Like, it adds something to the enemies, you know? Oh, this is on my hunting log. I should probably kill it. Whoa, the damage. Gotta kill 2 more. Now you see, there's this big flashing thing that says level sync over there. It's because I've run into a fate. If you look at my mini-map, it shows where the fate is. I'm too high a level for the fate. So you hit the button, the level sync button, and it takes your level down so that you can do the fate. Just in case you're wondering what that was. The tainted water is here. Show me how it's done then. Okay. Alright. The lake is so beautiful. I never noticed how clearly the sky is reflected in its surface. I never noticed. Let's head back. I'm ready to speak with the guildmaster now. Okay. Well, instead of going there right now, I'm going to go ahead and do the Tamtar Deepcroft dungeon first. It was good. Cool. Oh, okay, so, sorry, I'm back. And now I'm being attacked. Let's kill it real quick. I mean, I am level 23, so full 10 levels above it. Alright. Gonna kill these fireflies real quick before we continue into the dungeon, because, they're on my hunting log, so I might as well. Looks like I only need to kill 3, so that's good. I don't understand, those skeletons on my left are like staring right at me, but they're not attacking me yet. It's weird. Okay. let's talk. You're Averstrom Plays, I take it. Thanks for helping out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalamud from their god, believing that it would deliver them from devastation, and so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Okay. I'll do that. Okay, so we're actually going to do this with other players. So let's see how this goes. Okay. It might take a little bit to join the dungeon. We'll see. I mean, I am a healer, so it shouldn't take that long. But we'll see. Nope. And that was immediate. Okay, awesome. Let's do this. Hi. Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, no, my screen. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Okay, I'll catch up with you guys. Oh gosh, so we got a tanky tank here. Alright, let's go. He's gonna rely on me for healing, so I probably shouldn't do a lot of attacking. I'm just probably gonna like throw out an arrow every now and then. Oh, it's a Lalafell tank too. Is that nice? Alright, Idaho. Oh. No, Mila River said 1 sec. Oh, okay. Maybe it was literally 1 sec. Okay. It looks like we have to take down this guy in order to take down one of these cultist orbs. And it looks like all 4 orbs, so that's our goal right now, is to take down all cultist orbs. I can almost feel the tank getting nervous just then. remember, Tank, I've only got healed or cure 1. Let's get this loot here. Alright. Alright. Oh gosh, Tank, what are you doing? Ooh, spooky place, huh? I like his name, Idaho Jones. Good name. Good one. The cousin of Indiana, I'm sure. It's funny to me because he probably was trying to name him Indiana Jones, but then was like, oh, the name's taken. Well, I guess Idaho will do. Sometimes I have an issue with my stuff getting interrupted because my left stick wants to like move my character even when I'm not touching it. It's fun. Who summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel? Not me. You seem surprised. Did you not cross our gates? Come hither, children of dawn. The undying master will drink deep tonight. Nice. Sweet. Oh, cool. I received player commendations from 2 players. That's neat. Basically, whenever you end a dungeon, you can commend players that are still in the dungeon with you. Unfortunately, everybody left before I could commend anyone, so... yeah, okay. So that's done. So, I guess now I just have to teleport back to Gridania. So that's what I'm gonna do. So how about that? That was the first player-led dungeon. Can be chaotic at times, but it can be fun too. The chaos is where all the challenge lies, honestly, so. Like that one moment, like at the end of the boss battle where everybody suddenly was under attack and I just had to like let out like a all kill thing, and yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Chaos. Okay, I'm gonna go report to the Conjurers Guild first. Turning in this quest might actually get me level 25. Let's see. Welcome back, my avid conjurers. How fared you in your encounter with the elements? Sylphie, what did you sense as Averstrom cleansed the sources of corruption? It's hard to explain. It was like hearing voices crying out in joy. And I felt their happiness watch over me. The world seemed sharper, more alive. It was almost as if nature were speaking to me. But why, Brother Isuni? Why did my mother teach me to avoid this side of conjuring? What was she so afraid of? There are certain truths that hide behind the mask of our words. and there is much that your mother didn't tell you. But you needn't seek all the answers at once, Sophie. Even now, your mind founders amid a sudden inundation of awareness. The first time we connect with nature can be a wonderful but disorienting experience. I suggest you allow yourself some time to adjust to this new perspective. Yes, Guildmaster. You have my gratitude, Avistrom. Thanks to you, Sylphie has taken a most important step. You heard her mention voices crying out in joy, did you not? It appears the mother's gift has been passed on to the daughter. Such sensitivity is not something one can achieve through meditation and training, but a blessing that only a few fortunate chosen receive. And as you have no doubt surmised, Sylphie's mother was one such person. The misunderstanding of that blessing, however, was what led her down such a tragic path. We cannot allow Sylphie's astonishing talents to consume her in the same manner. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. The girl has barely awoken to her potential, and for that potential to be fully realized, your support is yet needed. I suspect she failed to mention that the promise of your involvement in her lessons was the reason for her change of heart. Oh, you underestimate the impression your quiet determination has made on young Sylphie. If modesty prevents you from acknowledging your own good deed, consider this task as a part of your training. For conjurers are healers of wounds, but be they physical or otherwise. Walk with her on her journey, Avistrom, and together explore the myriad mysteries of nature. Let's see. We can get new shoes. Let's get new shoes. Okay, so I did not get enough to get my next quest. Oh well. Got a report from you. Oh, you know, when I report this quest, I definitely will have enough for my 25. So, I'll probably be right back over here. Unless I'm just like so high a level that the experience I'm getting right now for quests isn't getting me much of anything, but that could be true because I think these are still level 15 quests. Welcome back, Avistrom. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talent for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able-bodied souls such as yourselves, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Ave's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, you would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. I should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I ever see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Advair's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait. Don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Advair. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. Makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. Can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much, at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Yep, I got a level up, so I'll be back over there in just a second. Oh. Okay, there you go. So you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of this quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Avistrom, and good luck. Okay, so back to Ul'dah. As you can kind of tell, there's like a pattern. They're like, I went around to each of the 3 main places, and then these main places each have a dungeon that they want me to do. So, Conjurer's Guild. Oh, it looks like there's a new blue quest here that isn't, a class quest. Like Mother Like Daughter. Where is that? Oh wait, that's probably my class quest. I don't even know what I was thinking. Okay. Welcome, Avistrom. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in the cloistered heart of the Stillglade Fane. Glad I am that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the young child. Poor child. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers who were dispatched to South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of her mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus, I turn to you to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray travel to Bustor Druthers and speak with Wolfview. She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie, and will be able to tell you more of how the young lady fares. Okay. I might do that place first before I go to Ul'dah. That's fine, but I think I'm gonna have to call it quits right here for right now, but I will be back on later tonight. So, no worries. I guess we'll do all of that in a little bit later. So, okay. Thanks for watching. It was nice, having somebody to talk to. So, I'll see you later. Bye!